When an autonomous drone drops a payload without a human ever pulling the trigger, we are left with a severe legal question. Who exactly is responsible for the strike? Traditional laws of armed conflict face a significant accountability vacuum. Welcome to Wandt courseware, an AI-narrated technology video series unpacking the latest lectures and thoughts from Professor Adam Scott Wandt. This curriculum is brought to you from the John Jay College of Criminal Justice. Today, we are examining catastrophic national security risks. The capabilities of artificial intelligence are rapidly outpacing the administrative and legal frameworks originally designed to contain them. As these systems integrate into global security, we are seeing a transfer of authority from human commanders to autonomous software, a shift that current administrative frameworks were never built to handle. Lethal autonomous weapon systems, or laws, operate by identifying and engaging targets entirely through software. Their presence is steadily increasing on modern battlefields. This graphic outlines three core tenets of international humanitarian law. Strikes must demonstrate distinction, use proportional force, and calculate precaution. When applied to a black box targeting algorithm, the system breaks down. Opaque software lacks human judgment to reliably weigh these ethical variables. This creates what philosophers call the responsibility gap. When an autonomous system inevitably commits a war crime, determining who takes the blame becomes a legal nightmare. Traditional liability structures fail here. You cannot easily prosecute a developer, a manufacturer, or a battlefield commander for independent, unpredictable decisions made by an algorithm after it leaves their hands. Deploying military AI without rigid frameworks for meaningful human control leaves the battlefield without a clear source of moral or legal responsibility. The threat of absolute autonomy scales far beyond localized combat into the realm of frontier foundation models. Prominent AI researchers, including Yoshua Bengio, warn that as artificial intelligence approaches general human-level cognition, these systems could escape human oversight entirely. Fellow researcher Jeffrey Hinton and others have pointed out the dual-use nature of these models, warning that malicious actors could exploit them to broadly destabilize society. Specifically, advanced AI could provide the detailed instructions and modeling required to facilitate the creation and deployment of chemical or biological weapons. Global governance faces a pacing problem. If regulation only reacts after these harms occur, the consequences of frontier models may become impossible to walk back. Because AI algorithms and digital data are borderless and diffuse, regulation must target physical infrastructure instead. This approach is known as compute governance. To train advanced AI, you need large-scale data centers. These facilities serve as highly concentrated physical bottlenecks that are nearly impossible to hide. The global semiconductor manufacturing supply chain is equally concentrated, making the physical hardware itself a prime target for regulatory oversight. Compute governance relies on technical mechanisms like embedding hardware-level security features directly into chips and establishing strict export controls on advanced graphical processing units. This graph illustrates how compute thresholds work. By tracking computing power usage over time, policymakers can establish a reporting threshold. When a massive training run hits that limit, it automatically triggers a mandatory safety audit. Compute governance provides the only realistic physical leverage point we have to enforce international law on intangible digital threats. National security advisors must rapidly build emergency response capacities and enforce stringent national AI safety standards to prevent algorithmic escalation. International regulatory bodies, similar to the IAEA, are needed to coordinate global oversight and ensure safety standards are applied uniformly across borders. Administrators must mandate strict liability frameworks for developers and implement physical kill switches for non-compliant models to guarantee we can always restore human control. Thank you for watching Wandt courseware. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe for more deep dives into emerging technology. Always stay curious and want knowledge.